is Pearl Kumar from thegrowinghome.net, and I'm here at the Heirloom Expo in beautiful Sonoma County. I'm here with John Jeavons. I said that right.
Yes.
And we were just at his lecture. He was talking about biointensive. And I've personally never heard of biointensive. At the Growing Home, we've been practicing permaculture and hugelculture. I know about sheet composting. I know about worm bins. So there's all these different ways of growing food in an organic way. But today I wanted to find out a little bit more about biointensive. So if you could please explain to us what is biointensive and how people can use that. Because apparently you can use it in a very small space to grow a lot of food, because you're not wasting space. You're planting together, and apparently it's easier to grow food this way. And I thought that permaculture and hugelculture was easy, so I'm really excited to know that there is an even more efficient way of growing food.
Well, biointensive food raising goes back 4,000 years to China, so it's based on millennia of best practices in food raising. You prepare the soil in a way where you have good soil 2 feet deep. Normally most food is raised in 6-inch deep soil. If you have it 2 feet deep, you have 4 times the fertility. So you can put all of the plants really close together and they get enough food.
But how is that different from a raised bed? Because there's a lot of people...
It is raised bed.
But
you double dig the bed in an easy way, which you can see at our website, growbiointensive.org, the self-teaching section, and we have a easy to read 12-page manual with almost no numbers, which everybody loves because people don't like a lot of numbers, and that tells you how to do it. But then there's 8 YouTube videos that show you the skills: how to build compost, how to transplant your seedlings, how to prepare your soil, and that sort of thing. So
what's the basic, like, is there like something, because I know soil health and soil building, like a lot of us don't really think that soil is alive. And that
so that's the second element after the deep soil preparation. We put compost in it. That's where you take leaves and grass clippings and corn stalks, and you make a big pile out of them with using both mature material and immature, like the green grass clippings. And it decomposes, it ferments, it recombines into something that's very stable and nutritious for the soil and the plants. So the combination of the deep soil preparation, which adds air to the soil, which you need, most soil is compacted, and the compost, which adds food, it helps hold water, it holds 6 times its weight in water, and the microbes develop, many of them, antibiotics that help the plants stay healthy. So if they start to get sick, there's a whole pharmacy down here for them. So then you put the plants so close together that when the plants are mature, their leaves touch or barely touch. They shade the ground. This means you use less water.
Right. The whole thing about green manuring.
And your water bill for growing plants and food to eat will be 1/8 what it used to be if you're growing vegetables.
And can we talk a little bit about closed loop? What does that mean?
Yes. Well, one of the challenges globally is soil's becoming depleted really fast. Soil is deteriorating 18 to 80 times faster than happens naturally. And it's because we're not putting that organic matter back in the soil.
Okay.
It's because we're harvesting the food and eating it and then sending it into the sewage waste stream.
And that's ending up in our oceans, or
yes, or rivers, and then the oceans. And so the nutrients are not put back in the soil. So most of the world's soils are demineralized. So what we need is we need to close the loop. We talk about recycling glass and metals and newspapers and cardboard,
Right.
but that's just packaging.
Right.
We need living recycling.
Okay, so everything, basically, the cycle needs to be closed in every area of our living.
And
So it's not just food, it's everything that we do.
Yes, and then you'll be growing soil.
Okay.
Right now we're depleting soil. So one of the things I say in a lot of my talks, I didn't use that today, but I say the most important thing we can do in the world is to stop growing crops and grow soil. Now, in order to grow soil, you have to grow crops.
Right.
But
and
you
put them back into the
but
soil.
you grow things like corn that has corn stalks and a lot of biomass, and then you make a compost pile out of that.
So I'm going to switch a little bit now, because we talked for a very long time, just a little while back, about all of the different issues that are maybe coming up that people really need to take a look at growing food. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about why everybody needs to take a part in growing food? We all need to put our hands into the soil and start somewhere, get, learn from anybody that knows a little bit, or look up all the beautiful resources that are available on the website, along with yours and there's
and others.
So it's like all of us need to get our hands into the soil. We all need to be a part of the solution. We cannot say this person or that person needs to do it. Like we need to pass laws, or we need to, we're constantly talking about doing, passing laws and this and that, but we don't really get down to getting our hands in the soil.
Well, I think what we can see is we see in the Midwest right now there's drought.
Right.
And that's driving up the food prices for grains. The animals that we eat, whether it's beef or chickens, they eat grains.
Right.
That's driving those food prices up. Milk, it's increasing those prices. The pressure on available farmland is increasing as there's less farmland available.
Sure.
So at the grocery store, we feel that. I do. Do you have that experience?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
luckily we're growing our own food.
exactly. And that's why people should begin to get into it. They're going to get good exercise. They're going to get healthy food.
Right. Lots of
and
fresh
it's going to be cheaper.
Right.
And they're going to develop a skill. Most of the people in the world have computer literacy, but they've lost food raising literacy or farming literacy.
True.
So we should be really teaching our children
how to grow food.
How to grow food.
And one of the things that I really also liked about what you said is that we need small spaces. That everybody in 4,000 to 5,000 square feet, we can start it.
You can grow a tremendous amount of food. If you want to grow, the average person in the United States eats about 300 plus pounds of vegetables a year, and soft fruits like strawberries and melons. If you have a family of 4, you can grow that in 800 square feet.
And that's great.
Yeah, that's a small area. That's a lot less than 5,000 or 6,000 square feet.
Exactly.
Yes, you can do that.
Exactly. So what I'm really excited about is that in the suburbs, there's so much land available, and you can even share with your neighbors, but there's so much land available that is totally usable. And if we could just all make the effort to start growing in the land that we have, we can all start to impact and put a little bit of an effort, like growing food and making the changes that we all want in our system. So if you have not heard of a GMO, please check it out. If you don't know what organics is, check it out. If you don't know how to farm and you would like to, there's plenty of people out there that are willing to help you, such as John. And there's amazing array of teachers. Please come and check out our growing home. We are there as a model of what is possible at an urban home. We've basically converted our space into a farm, and we show you that it's all possible. So we'd like to be an inspiration for you. Come and visit us and come and learn from us and learn from all the wonderful teachers that are available in all parts of the world. For the simple click of the internet, you can just about find all the information that you need. So get started today in growing your home. Thank you, and watch for more YouTube videos from the Growing Home, and bye.